Now, I have been here on this channel talking a lot of things about Ireland, and most of you are coming through this channel to gain some experience regarding what it is like to be in Ireland. And now I'm talking about the things you should shouldn't do in Ireland, and also the aspect of living here as a foreigner. So I'll cover some of the great topics that probably somewhere along the line I probably would have wanted to cover, but it's very hard to collect all of that information and share it through a video. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, you had questions regarding how it is to be in Ireland, what it looks like to be here for, a 5 year duration, because I've been here for 6 years, and, did it change for me over the years, and what are my feelings and thought process throughout this journey? And to be very honest, like when I first came to Ireland, this isn't my experience. Then this wasn't the way I was looking at things. I wasn't looking to settle down here for a longer time. My opinions were to get done with my masters and look for jobs, and if I can get one, it's all right. If not, then probably look elsewhere. I was fairly open to any place that would give me a better opportunity, and I wasn't very connected with the place at all. And what really changed for me was, once you start living, you kind of like start accommodating to a lot of things, and it becomes natural. It becomes like a home base, and that's how it is for me right now in Ireland. Like I've attached so much. That even moving to a different location seems like a very daunting or challenging task. So for me, I think if I have to start off um, my journey back when it was in 2017 when I made this move, I would have thought a little bit more on terms of like how this place is. A lot of you guys already know that there's very little to no information regarding some of the places, and back then Ireland was one such place where people knew a lot about it in terms of like the weather conditions and how people are, and nothing really on the ground level. And that probably would be one thing that I often tell myself, like if I would have just gotten with people who had some awareness about the place, would have really helped me a lot. Although I did do a very good research around the place, the college, the courses that I was studying, the jobs that I can expect, the places I can apply. So I was very, like, from the get go, I was very planned and focused around that area. And I suggest the same to anyone who's coming to Ireland, that once you made your mind to come here, just don't sit around, because like opportunities don't knock your door. So you can't like expect, if you're sitting here and chilling, then things would magically open up for you. I think you probably would understand that it's very cutthroat in any place, back even in your home country. So you have to really strive and prove to your potential employers that you really have in you that they need, and therefore you just need to keep working hard until you make it. And the second thing that I would definitely suggest is be surrounded by like-minded people. I think it's very important to not get distracted, and if you are surrounded by people who are slightly negative and have a very different approach towards life, it's no harm to them. I don't mean any judgments around people who are of that mentality, but it definitely doesn't help yourself if you're surrounded by people like that, and also makes your thinking in a certain direction. I can't really tell you how much of a big difference it makes with your mentality and outlook towards life in general as well. Like, it's not just about getting something or achieving something, it's about life in general. Like, if you are surrounded by good people, no matter what the situation is in your life, you always have a way of turning it around. Take it from me. And if you are surrounded by people who are slightly negative, it doesn't impact much on your mentality and also impacts you negatively. And therefore, instead of just hanging around with those people, it's better to cut off and just move along. People would understand, things change, circumstances change, you don't have to be right all the time, but it's good that you make that decision for yourself and understand where you are at this point, and then make your decisions based on that. So this is one thing that I also have as a suggestion, that not a lot of people would bring value to your life, and you need to start understanding who are around you that are bringing more value to your life. Friends are there obviously, but if there are any toxic relationships that you have, or if you have people who are negatively impacting you in your life, it's right time to get rid of those people and start living your life with people who actually understand your process and your thought process and help you out in certain ways. This is more on the life philosophy, but again, these are general rules of thumbs that you need to follow whenever you're even in your home country or wherever you are. If you need to succeed in your life, like, just take a look around the number of people you have around yourself, and if they have a very similar background, and are they also in a similar direction of achieving things, and all of that aspect really helps your life gain momentum. And that's what I did. I think I realized long back, there are certain situations and certain people that I need to really understand who are good or not, and make my decisions, and be around people and surround myself with people who are encouraging, motivating, and always push me through. So that's more important than anything else in this entire world. I bet on that. The other things and the other aspects of life are that no matter how much you try, you always have to have a passion for other things in life that you're doing. So don't just be like fixated on few things that you're good at and keep pushing there. Also have some hobbies and some passions that are outside of your work and are something that you don't really, you know, are outside of your work circumference. Like, you have, like, if you have hobbies like singing, dancing, take up those, because it's very good to have that extra layer on your personality. And I think it definitely helps if you're feeling homesick, and if you really feel like, you know, there are certain things that burdening you can definitely use that as an avenue for your, you know, life abroad. Because I can tell you that nobody than yourself can help you more than anyone else. And this situation where you're feeling a lot of different feelings, I think the only way out of it is to have you know, an activity or anything that can bring you out of that mood. So yeah, definitely follow that. And also keep pushing yourself, because like at the end of the day, like, you're here for a certain reason, and it doesn't matter how long that takes, but it will happen if you try. Keep trying and keep working hard towards it. And the last thing is, don't get influenced by what other people are saying. Like, if there are things that making sense to you, go for it. If not, then don't push yourself too hard for something that you have personally not thought about. Or is it something that you're trying to compare yourself? You cannot compare apples to oranges, so don't have that mentality. If that some person has gotten some job somewhere, then you should also be able to, and if you don't, then you're a loser. That doesn't apply. Okay, you need to make sure that wherever you go, you have a good outlook towards it. And you know, it doesn't really matter who works or doesn't work there. It's just you and you personally. So make sure that you're not influenced by people around you, how many jobs they are applying, how many jobs you need to apply. All of that is crap. So unless you have a clear mindset of what you need to do, you should be good, all right, on that path, and you shouldn't be too stressed about what others is thinking. This is all I have to say about my life in general, all of the advice and experiences I can share being in Ireland. But I think it applies to all of the other countries if you're living abroad. And do share your thoughts and feedback. tell me what you want to know more about in Ireland, especially regarding life in Ireland. If there is any interest areas of yours that I can share my opinions on, can talk about, do let me know. I'm here on YouTube and I like making content really regarding everything that I'm going through or my life in Ireland. So feel free to add anything that you like in the comments, and hopefully I should be here with another video with some new insights and some new things to share. So please subscribe, do subscribe, do support my channel. I think it's new, but I'm doing a lot of new different things, and hopefully it would be helpful for people to get empowered and get sense of what they are doing. So all the best.